What's going on, guys? For 5 Reasons Sports, this is Kai Chen Chisholm, also known as Samurai Radio. You can follow me down below in the description on Twitter at Samurai Radio. It is at SAMURAIIRADIO. Game week finally. Oh my god, finally! It's game. Oh my god, I look like an idiot. This is staying in the video though. It's game week, and finally we can talk about how Tua Tagovailoa is starting his first game for the Miami Dolphins, and stop talking about the national media, their thoughts on the Dolphins, because some of them, most of them are wrong, and we can stop talking about Ryan Fitzpatrick, at least for the time being, although people think he's going to be traded, yada, yada, yada. I hope you enjoy the commitment at the start of this video of how stupid I am. Let's get into it. So Tua Tagovailoa is starting his first game for the Miami Dolphins this Sunday against the Los Angeles Rams. A game that probably a lot of Miami Dolphins fans and NFL fans in general are hoping gets flexed maybe to a 4:25, 4:30, or even Sunday Night Football start. Sunday Night Football will probably stay as it is. So Sunday Night Football is Cowboys versus Eagles, and it's a situation where I guess no one wants to watch the NFC East. I mean, the game that the Giants and the Eagles played was pretty entertaining on Thursday Night Football. I can't lie, but I think it's clear that no one in the world wants to watch, besides maybe Cowboys and Eagles fans. Rams Dolphins has the potential to be a good game, and I think just off of the fact that it's Tua's first start in general is something that's going to get a lot of people very excited, and something that could be a Sunday Night Football flex. That would be awesome. I think by the time this video comes out, we should really have more of a idea on what's going to happen. If it doesn't get flexed by the time this video comes out, which I think should go out on Wednesday, then oh well, too bad. We live with it. 1 p.m. start. Hopefully, maybe it even gets flexed to a 4:30, 4:25, because I think that a lot of people would think that that is very much more entertaining rather than having, to watch the Cowboys or the Eagles on Sunday Night Football or whatever one of the 4:30 starts is, because some of them are pretty boring. Everyone here on 5 Reasons will be doing stuff on it as well. Michael will have an E-Miami out, and that'll be awesome, as it always is. Shout out to Michael. Everyone will have their, stuff out, and it'll be great. Again, why follow people in the national media? Last week was a perfect example when you can follow, local media like us here at 5 Reasons Sports. But this isn't about promo either. It's about the expectations for Tua Tagovailoa. And I specifically say this for Tua in the fact that, a lot of Dolphins fans are expecting Tua to be, if not great on Sunday, then, exceptional, right? Whatever you want to put great or exceptional at, whether exceptional is here, great's here, exceptional is here, great's here, whatever you want to put it at, right? They're expecting a lot out of Tua, and of course it's unfair to expect that much out of Tua, his first career NFL start. A lot of people harping on those Tua for 2 passing completions and 9 yards and that whole other stuff, and the greatest handoff you've ever seen by a lefty, and everyone's having their jokes, but I think everyone has to remember, look, there are going to be lumps. We've seen lumps out of Justin Herbert, and we've seen lumps out of Joe Burrow. They're, of course, playing on, I believe, worse teams than the Dolphins have right now. So I think that we all have to remember, as much as we want Tua to succeed, as much as we want him to be so freaking amazing come Sunday, and we want to see him light it up, we do have to remember it's his first career NFL start. We do have to remember from now all the way to the end of the season, there are going to be lumps, but you want to see progression, right? So Herbert, of course, came out firing. Joe Burrow came out firing. Herbert finally got one of his, his first win in the NFL. Great for him. Burrow had his first one in the NFL a few weeks ago. Now, hopefully, there aren't any. If there aren't any, then we're just going to be in a world where it's everything's sunshine and rainbows. Ryan Fitzpatrick came out. Offense was still meh with Ryan Fitzpatrick. Tua goes in. Offense lights like that. We want to see it kind of spark like a fire. We want to see it do great. So hopefully that's what we see, obviously. But we do have to kind of remember in the back of the back of our heads, we all got to remember, all right, there's a high probability that there are going to be some lumps, and we're going to have to kind of, stay calm. As hard as that is for myself and a lot of Dolphins Twitter to do, we have to try to stay calm. That's the best way that we're going to be able to get through this entire season. And not that the season is bad, but, we as Dolphins Twitter, a lot of NFL fan bases, but I think we can all agree Dolphins Twitter, we are a crazy bunch. And the things that we do and say and act and how we are, go about our days is pretty insane. So I think we need to just, remember in the back of our heads, we got to stay calm. And if I'm being honest, a lot of people might think that my expectations when I explain them right now are a little too much, maybe. But I expect Tua to come out and be good, if not very good. I don't expect him to be, an MVP candidate. I don't expect him to be Russell Wilson. I don't, coming into these first couple games, but I expect him to be good. There's a top 5 pick, I believe, would have been the number 1, overall selection, regardless of Joe Burrow's year last year, if he was healthy. There's nothing in me that doubts that, and I don't think I'll ever not believe that. as much as I liked Justin Herbert, shout out to all of you, all the Justin Herbert truthers in Dolphins Nation, who were, treated like, crap for the high praise we had on Herbert. But, I was a Justin Herbert guy, and I love Tua. I've loved Tua for a really long time. You go through my tweets, there's some things that are kind of bad, but my big thing with Tua always, and every podcast, everything I talked about was always, I just want him to be healthy. If he's healthy, he's going to be the number 1 overall pick. I just kept saying it. He was healthy, if he's healthy, if he's healthy, if he's healthy, that was going to happen. He was going to be the number 1 overall pick. He's the most talented quarterback that was coming out of the draft. Everything we heard out of Nick Saban, out of everyone looking at him it wasn't, national media hyping him up, blah, blah, blah. It was, this kid is just so goddamn gifted and talented, and he is going to make and do things that just awe you. And a lot of people were looking at, of course, because this happens, it's the NFL, it's Dolphins Twitter, it's Twitter in general, was Tua the wrong selection? Is Tua a bust? Mac is playing great. People have to remember that even Nick Saban had talked about how, yes, Alabama's always going to do good no matter who's at quarterback. Now they're, finally actually getting good quarterbacks, because before Alabama was running, and quarterback, meh. They were always meh, right? Now, Mac's playing good. Tua's doing a great job. Everything like, Tua did great, everything like that, right? But the way that Nick Saban talked about him, the way that everyone talked about him is just that this kid is a generational kind of guy. He is a hard worker. Everything you've heard from Dolphins teammates, everything like that is that he's a hard worker. He's this, he's that. So I expect him to do pretty good. And honestly, I expect to win on Sunday. I can't lie. The Rams right now are playing Monday Night Football. They've been looking pretty good during Monday Night Football so far as through where I'm recording right now. But I expect them to be good. And there's things that I have that I'll talk about on Friday in the kind of pregame the pre-video to the game. And then, of course, pregame is going to be on Sunday, and then postgame as well on Sunday. But I just expect him to be good, and I expect to win. But I'll get more into that on Friday. So, guys, what are your expectations for Tua? I want to know down below in the description. I know that sometimes I ramble, sometimes I go off a little bit, but I want to know more. So what are your expectations for Tua? What do you kind of expect to see on Sunday and throughout the rest of the season? Of course, like the video, subscribe to the 5 Reasons YouTube channel. And again, please make sure to follow me down below in the description. Twitter at Samurai Radio, SAMURAIIRADIO. This has been Kai Shen Chisholm, and I will see you guys next time.